Hello, hello, hello. This is Nicole from Mind Your Butterfly, and today we're going to discuss my tips that I've used for the last 9 months to help me stay consistent with my weight loss and at the time of this video lose 55 pounds as I go on my road to at least 100 pounds. So there are some things that I've used that definitely have kept me consistent. It all deals with mind because I'm really into using your mind and having your mindset in the right form and being in the right mindset to do things. So these tips will help you in weight loss. Like I said, they've helped me, and I think they'll help you. Some of them take a little bit of time and getting used to, but you definitely can use them immediately. If you are one of those that like to read, then you can also, I have a link down to my blog. You can get the information there, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, let me know down below too. So one of my first tips that I have used is, all of these go along kind of with visualization, most of them anyway. One of the first tips I have used is to get a picture of this outfit I want to wear, and then put my face on it. So it goes back to get something. For example, if you have an outfit you want to wear, or you have a size, say even if it's a clothing model, a model in general, or an actress, or anybody that you have a picture of that you say, oh, I want to be around that size. Or you can even have an old picture of 15, 10 years ago, 6 years ago, how you looked, and you want to go back to looking that way. So what you do is use that picture and put your face on the picture. So you take the picture, you have the picture, either you have it in your camera or you have it on a video, on what's it called, on a magazine or something like that. Cut it out, but put your face on it. That's the trick. You have to put your face on the picture, because if it's somebody else and you don't want to be them, you want to be you, but just in that size, not size body, right? So you get that picture. So here's mine. So this is this clothing outfit that I wanted to be able to wear. This is from like 3 months ago. And I was like, oh, this would be nice, but I know I couldn't fit. I got like a, size small. I want to be just like this model. So I got the size that she was wearing in the picture. That's what I ordered. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get into it. So I ordered, if you can see, it's not the best face picture of me, but I took a screenshot, and then I used Pic Collage. It's a graphics program, and I talked about that in the blog. I cut, I had a picture of me. I took my face out, and I put it over the model's face, because I don't want to be the model. I want to be me in this outfit. All right. So I did that, and then I put it on my vision board. Before I got my vision board, I had it in my phone. I have a folder on my gallery that says reality, because I'm all about, creating my reality. So I had it in there. I had my picture and the outfit. And I have this on now. Once I got my vision board, I took it out and I stuck it on my vision board so I could see it all the time. Because when you do it, you want to put it somewhere that you'll always see it. So either on your vision board, in your phone, if you have stuff in your bathroom, on your mirror, on your car, somewhere, so that every time you look at it, you know that that's what you want to do, and you're getting it in your head that that's what you want to look like. So if you want more of that, you can go to my blog. I have a picture of how my progression is getting into this outfit. It's almost ready. I can't wait. Almost ready. Number 2. This is my favorite, and one very, very important one. Every time I look in the mirror, I see myself at the size I want. Every single time I look into a mirror. When I'm looking in the mirror in the bathroom, I just see my face. When I'm looking in my full-length mirror in my room, I only see the size I want to be, not my current size. So much so that when I take pictures sometimes, take a lot of pictures. When I take pictures sometimes, I look at them and say, oh, I thought I looked a little smaller, right? But it's not even that I look a little smaller. That's what's in my head, that I'm a little smaller, right? So every time I look at myself, that's what I do. It keeps me focused. It keeps me, yeah, I'm there. Because when I'm there, and I'm there in my head, then I have nothing. Everything is going to come to me, and then I'm going to lose the weight. Best tip it does take some time, especially if you're not used to looking at yourself when you're not, and you're still not happy with your body, and you're not happy with the way your body is right now, because that's one thing to work on. So this one can take a little bit of work depending on where you are in regards to how you feel about your body. But work on it, and it's one of the greatest tips, because you're visualizing, you're getting out in your subconscious of what you want to look like, and then you'll eat better, you'll feel better, you know that it's coming, and it'll be in your hair. Next tip is definitely take a lot of pictures. Sometimes the scale is just not our friend, right? So take some pictures of how you were, how you are in the process. Don't say, okay, I'm at this weight and I'm not going to take another picture till I'm 80 pounds gone or I'm at my goal. No, 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 no. Take some pictures, because since the scale doesn't always move the way we want it to move, pictures can show the inches that we lose. So it's good to have those pictures and do collages. So if you were at your start and maybe a month in, if you want, take another picture and put it in a collage. You can do that on your phone usually, or you can use PicCollage or some other software to make the collage. I do this all the time. I mean, sometimes I'm like every week. I'm a little obsessive with it. You don't have to be obsessive with me, but I'll get to why I can do that in the next tip. But if you just take them, I mean, even if you're one of those organized type people and you want to say, okay, every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, I'm going to take a picture, take it. Because once you see the change, even in your face, in your full body, it'll, again, keep you motivated. It's definitely kept me motivated. If you saw my gallery, you would be like, Nicole, why? But that's what I do. And I do it, I see the changes, and it makes me keep on going, makes me keep going. I get excited when I see it. Next tip, the scale. Here's my view on the scale. I get on the scale now. Back in the day, we get on the scale, and I get on the scale, and I'm like, this is not what I want. This is not the number I want. Not the number I want. I'll see it. It hasn't gone down, or it's gone up a little bit. No one usually it's just water weight or something. And then I'll be upset. I'll be half depressed by the end of the day. I won't be in a good mood. I have to get out the funk, or I end up like, this is not working. I'm going to sit here and eat this and eat that and eat stuff I ain't supposed to be eating, right? So that's what I would do. But again, mindset, right? Now I deal a lot with emotions and doing things and according to how it makes me feel. My suggestion and my tip about the scale: do not get on the scale if you're not in a good mood. Do not get on the scale if you feel that it's going to bring your mood down. Do not get on the scale if you think that it's going to depress you if it's not the number that you want. For example, if you're getting ready to I get on the scale every day, all right? Sometimes more than once, but we're not going to go there. I can do that, though, if I'm in the mood. If I get up in the morning and, you go to the bathroom, you come back and get on the scale. If I am in I don't want to get on the scale because if this number is not what I want to do, it's not what I want to see, then it's going to mess with my mood. I don't get on the scale. I'm telling you, it takes some toughness. It takes some mental to not get on there even still. Even though I'm a very curious person, I will not get on the scale if I'm not in the mood to get on the scale. If I know that it's going to mess up my mood, I don't get on the scale. But if I'm in the mood that, whatever, I know it's water weight, it doesn't matter, it's not even going to affect me, I get on the scale and I don't care what the number is. If it's up, down, if it's down, great. If it's up, great. It happens. But I never get on there if I'm in an adverse mood. And this was probably the hardest one to do, because I'm used to being on the scale and seeing what the number is. But since I take pictures, I know that even though that scale isn't going down maybe as fast as I want it to, my body is changing. My body's getting smaller, so I that's why pictures are important to me, even more so than the scale. And I'm pointing over here because the scale is right here in my lines, right here in my room. I don't need to keep it in my bathroom. It's right here in my bedroom. All right. So, but try it. It takes some time. Just pay attention to your feelings. This is a lot of this weight loss is paying attention and learning your body, learning your mind, and listening to both. So if you have that inner voice that says, no, today's not the day, then don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Next, is this the last tip? I think it's the last tip. Talking about food. So when I have been overweight a lot of my life, most of my life, and I have a relationship with food. Not always the best relationship with food, not always the best relationship with my feelings in food, and all of that good stuff. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. What I've learned since I started learning about law of attraction, how important my moods are, how important my emotions are, and listening to my emotions, and if my emotions and my mood and my vibration are good, then things come to me, right? That I've searched out. I was like, oh, do they have things about law of attraction and weight loss and things of that nature? And of course they do, because it's all the mindset, okay? So with food, and I'm gonna this gonna maybe sound weird, maybe, but I'm gonna tell you, just give you bottom line up front. If you don't feel good about the food, don't eat it. That's what it all comes down to. If you don't feel good about the food, don't eat it. Your body knows how to deal with the food, right? Your body knows if you feed it something, it knows how to feed the cells. It knows how to feed the parts of your body. It knows how to feed your organs. It knows how to do all of that, right? So, and if you are feeling good, then your body feels good. If you're feeling good, then things in your body work better. If you're not feeling good, things in your body don't work the same. It's just like sometimes when you're stressed and things, that your body shows it physically, right? So if you're stressed about what you're eating, your body's going to show it physically. So if you're not stressed about what you're eating, your body's going to do better with that food that you're giving it. So if you have, and you'll read more about this in my blog, I kind of break it out a little more. My example I use in a blog, if you have a piece of chocolate. So I'm on the low carb, keto, high protein, diet, okay? Because it works for me. It makes me feel good. That's why I do it. So say chocolate cake is not something specifically on a diet, right? But this is a lifestyle. It's not even a diet for me, right? It's a lifestyle. So if I came across a piece of chocolate cake, and I looked at it and was like, oh, I would like to have a piece of that chocolate cake. But what I do to check myself is that chocolate cake going to make me feel bad after I eat it? Am I going to be upset with myself after I eat it? Am I going to be mad at myself? Is it going to kick me off the game for the rest of the day, that if I if I eat that chocolate cake, that I'm going to eat 5,000 carbs afterwards? And then I'm going to feel even worse, and then just go through the rest of the week saying this is not worth it. If I feel that I'm going to feel that way, then no, I won't eat it. I won't eat it because my emotion is not in the right frame to eat that piece of chocolate cake. Okay? But if I see that chocolate cake and I'm like, oh, yeah, let me have that chocolate cake. It's not a big deal. I know that I'm not going to come, be off the wagon and eat 5,000 carbs afterwards. It's going to be absolutely fine. I will eat that chocolate cake because this is a lifestyle. And it's what my mind says. It's me paying attention to my emotions. Okay, so it gets down. I do a lot with carbs, because I'm not supposed to eat high carbs. But if it's something that I want, I have French fries once a week, usually. But on that time that I usually have French fries, if I want to try those French fries, but I don't feel like it'll be okay after I eat them, even if it's something I usually do like once a week, just so I don't totally go off the wagon, then I won't eat them. Everything I put in my mouth, I make a conscious effort. And I'm not perfect at it, but I make a conscious effort to say, is this going to affect me if I eat it? Because if it is going to affect me, it's going to affect my body. It's going to affect how my body uses it. And so that's my other tip that I use. Now listen to all of these tips. As I said, come back to emotion and how you feel. And when that does, and you also have to have belief. So if you believe these things, if you use the mirror tip, if you use the picture tip, if you use the not getting on scale, and you use the food tip, you have to believe that these things are going to help you keep consistent. If you do them and you're like, oh, this ain't going to work, this don't make no sense, it's not going to work. But if you do them and you say, yes, this is going to work, this is going to help me stay consistent, then it'll work. So those are my tips. So definitely try them. Let me know if you try them or already do them, and put it down in the comments. Again, make sure you subscribe and come on back to see my next video. And you guys have a good one.